The Trials of Moses by Sandro Botticelli and his workshop. The Trials of Moses, also known as the Youth of Moses, the Trials and Calling of Moses, or Scenes from the Life of Moses, is a monumental fresco by the Italian Renaissance master Sandro Botticelli and his workshop, painted in 1481 to 1482. It measures approximately 348.5 times 558 centimeters and is located on the south wall of the Sistine Chapel in Vatican City. Botticelli contributed 3 major frescoes, including this one, its counterpart The Temptations of Christ, on the opposite north wall, and The Punishment of Korah. The fresco's Latin inscription, Temptatio Moisi legis scripte latoris, the Temptation Trials of Moses, bringer of the written law, explicitly links it thematically to the temptations of Christ. Both explore trials, temptation, justice, and divine calling. Subject matter and narrative structure. Botticelli employs continuous narrative, a common Renaissance technique where multiple moments from a story appear in a single unified landscape. Here he compresses 7 episodes from the early life of Moses, primarily from Exodus chapters 2 to 4 and 13, into one composition. Because the Moses cycle begins at the altar end of the chapel, the scenes are read right to left, opposite the usual Western left-to-right direction. Moses is consistently identifiable by his bright yellow tunic, often with a green cloak, which stands out amid the crowded figures. Key episodes from right to left. Moses kills the Egyptian overseer. Bottom right, Exodus chapter 2, verses 11 to 12. Moses, in a shining yellow garment, angrily strikes an Egyptian beating a Hebrew slave. A woman, possibly the Hebrew's wife, tends the injured man nearby. Moses flees to Midian, right side, Exodus chapter 2, verse 15. Pharaoh learns of the killing. Moses escapes into the desert. 3 to 4. Moses defends Jethro's daughters at the well, center. In Midian, Moses drives off bullying shepherds who prevent Jethro's 7 daughters, including his future wife Zipporah, from watering their flock. He then draws water for them himself. This central scene is one of the most celebrated for its graceful, dynamic figures, and is rich in symbolism. 5 to 6. The Burning Bush and Divine Calling, upper left, Exodus chapter 3, verses 1 to 6. Moses removes his sandals on holy ground and receives God's revelation from the burning bush. God appears as a bearded figure in the bush. God commands him to return to Egypt and liberate the Israelites. Moses leads the Israelites out of Egypt, bottom left, Exodus chapter 13, verse 17. A triumphant procession of the chosen people, marking the start of the Exodus. Composition, style, and technique. Botticelli masterfully integrates the 7 scenes using 4 diagonal rows of figures that open up the pictorial space, creating depth and rhythmic flow across the vast wall. The landscape features rolling hills, trees, a well, classical-style architecture on the far right, evoking Roman antiquity, and a clear blue sky, typical of early Renaissance interest in naturalistic yet idealized settings. Stylistically, the work showcases Botticelli's signature Florentine elegance. Graceful linearity, elongated figures with flowing drapery, expressive gestures, and delicate facial features. Vibrant colors, rich pigments in fresco, blonde fresco technique on wet plaster, with golden yellows, greens, and blues dominating. Dynamic yet harmonious poses, figures twist, gesture, and interact with energy, yet the overall composition feels balanced and lyrical. Scholars note a slight nervous tension and crowded structure here compared to Botticelli's earlier works, possibly due to the tight deadline, about 11 months for 3 large frescoes, and workshop assistance. Iconography and symbolism. Beyond the literal biblical narrative, the fresco is layered with Christian typology and Renaissance symbolism. Moses' yellow garment, a practical narrative device to track the protagonist across time and space, but also symbolic of divine light leadership. The well-seen, water poured into the trough symbolizes baptism. The sheep represent the church, flock of the faithful. Zipporah, often highlighted with flowing golden hair and elegant pose, wears a myrtle leaf in her hair, symbolizing the conversion of non-Jews to the faith. The barren tree, in the flight to Midian scene, interpreted as the tree of knowledge, signifying Moses' moral transformation and growth during exile in Midian. Typological parallel, Moses' trials mirror Christ's temptations. Both overcome adversity through faith and obedience, prefiguring salvation. The overall program politically reinforced papal authority by linking Old Testament law to the New Covenant under the Pope.